new meatball freak?
Uh-huh.
All right, let's do this.
Are you also married?
Find a better deal, Signore.
The other guy said the same thing.
Well, I'll throw in a personal tour of the city.
Huh? Seriously?
What a character. What? Where did it go?
What's wrong?
My bag disappeared.
Huh?
As agreed.
So then, there anything I should know about?
Not a thing. Thanks to you.
Is that right? I'll be off then.
This is what you wanted, right? Yeah, that's the stuff. But the thing is, this is all the money I can scrounge together. In that case, I guess this is all you get.
The jewel of southern Italy, Napoli. It's a city so beautiful, a single visit can satisfy the soul unto death. Or so the saying goes.
Excuse me. Do you know how we can get to the Church of Santa Chiara?
Oh, Santa Chiara, you say? You're gonna want to keep straight. Then at the first signal,
I knew it! The church is that way! Okay, you're right. Thank you very much for your help.
Are you all right, miss?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for catching me. Sorry for bumping into you.
Just watch where you're going next time.
Let's take off.
Hey, miss. You must have dropped this.
Huh? No way! Oh my gosh, you're the best!
Happy to help.
Wow, talk about Mr. Sweep you off your feet. Yeah, I should have snuck a pic with that cutie. Bizarre. Did they just fly out of my bag? Huh? I thought they landed there and flew off. Probably right.
Here in Napoli, vigilance is a prized virtue. Scusi, I'll take a cioccolato and pistachio, please.
Huh?
Naked too.
Va bene.
Come on, people! No license, no work! Don't make me say it again!
Get a move on, would ya? Cutso.
Hey! You only moved one
There,
car
you see?
down!
A mess. I can bypass that.
What do you think?
There ain't a cheaper way downtown.
Yeah, what do you call cheap?
Luca!
Did you forget? You fork over the street tax you owe me before doing business.
Have mercy, please!
I thought I was pretty clear. Taxes first, then work.
But
what, Ted man?
I've got a family to feed.
Oh.
Please, no!
I'd like to say I feel for you, guy, but friendship is thicker than blood. Got it?
If you want me, you won't know who else is stealing behind your back!
Name. Give me the rat bastard's name.
It's Giorno. Giorno Giovanna.
Giorno.
Yeah, and the kid's been making a killing too.
So that's how it is. Thanks. The info's much appreciated.
Hey, Buster! Did you hear what I just said? No license, no work!
Keep it moving!
Buongiorno.
I finally made it. What a journey. I'm definitely not in Japan anymore. Okay, let's get down to business. Haruno Shiobana. That's not a name you hear every day. I should head for the hotel. I can't track this guy down carrying my bags around with me. All right, now to find a taxi stand.
Damn, look at him go! I know! I can't think of anyone who can futz with their ear like that. It's one hell of a crazy trick.
How is he even doing that?
That's foul. How'd this guy fold in his entire ear?
Wow.
Gotta say, kid, that just made my whole day.
Grazie.
Just keep it on the down low, yeah? You stay weird now.
Need a taxi?
No, I'm fine, really, thank you.
Are you sure? I'll drop you off for 180,000 lira. That's a pretty sweet deal. And I can at least get you to the center of town.
Let's see now. So the conversion would be about 10,000 yen. Not interested. That's double the going rate, buddy.
Wow. Nice job. You speak excellent Italian.
Huh?
Have you ever lived here in Italy?
Oh, no, I just had my friend Rohan-sensei make it so... never mind that, it's not important. So, are you really willing to drive me to town? I mean, you look like you're in junior high or high school at the very most. And what exactly was that thing you handed to the guard? I'm pretty sure I saw cash. Did you pay them off?
No, it's nothing like that. Don't bust a gasket. So, 10,000 lira then. And forget the tip. Let's get going before it gets late.
Wait, isn't 10,000 lira 500 yen? That won't be necessary. I'll just wait like everyone else.
Still want to wait?
10,000, you said?
That's right. Trade-off is you have to carry your own luggage. You don't have to tip, remember? Bags up front. You're taking the luxury spot, the back seat.
I should warn you in advance. I'm not some naive Japanese tourist, so you'd better not try anything funny, got it? I expect this car to head straight to my hotel.
Certo. You want me to go straight to your hotel. Sounds good, though your bags will be empty on arrival.
What the? He left? Why would he take off before I could get in?
Hey, pretend you didn't see.
Shit! No! Come back!
Ciao for now.
Reverb, Act 3! It didn't have to end this way. I told you, don't try to pull anything funny. I'm not gonna stop you from running. Once I grab my belongings, we'll be all done here.
Look at him go. Giorno must have botched the job. What did the kid expect scamming a Japanese tourist when he's half Japanese himself? But with that hair color and a name like Giorno Giovanna, who'd ever guess he doesn't have a drop of Italian blood in him?
There's no way. What? It's all gone! How? It's like some kind of weird egg. Is this thing a stand? Why would one show up the moment I touch down in Italy? I must have been out of my mind. That's not a stand. It's a living, breathing thing. Creepy tree frog aside, how'd my suitcase just disappear? There's no way he could have hidden it that fast. What's happening? I've got to get some answers. Scoozy!
Huh?
Can you tell me anything about that cab driver?
Any minute now.
You're Giorno Giovanna, right? We haven't met before, have we? Giorno, you have any clue who I am?
Leaky Eye Luca. You were in a dispute a while back, and when it turned ugly, you took a knife to the face, but kept fighting and swinging despite your wound. The complications from that little scrap left you with a perpetually leaking eye, hence your moniker.
Here, take a load off and make yourself comfortable. What's the holdup, Papa Squat? Looking up at you is hurting my eyes. So, how old are you?
15 and change.
What? Really? Haha, you're a baby. So, here's the thing, Giorno. Any true friendship has to be built on the firm foundation of the 3 T's. You've heard of them, haven't you? In case you're drawing a blank, the first one is truth. The second one is tolerance. Last but not least, you have the 3rd T, tribute. And voila, the 3 T's of true friendship.
Was there something you needed?
I wasn't finished showing you the ropes, so shut your face hole. Nobody said you could ask questions, Strozzo. As for what I needed, I hear you started a hustle at the airport. Huh? Surely you can see how this would be confusing. After all, I don't remember receiving any tribute from you. And without tribute, how could we remain true friends? Now hand over your wallet.
Signore, you've got it wrong. I've already paid your tribute. I don't have any money.
You talking about that, guard? You have to be a special kind of stupid to think I'm working with that oaf. Huh? What the hell is this? A family photo? I know you're holding out on me, so fork over the cash right now, Blondie.
Signore Luca, I really hate having to repeat myself. And as I've already said, I don't owe you anything.
Huh?
Now please don't make me say it a third time.
Test to the console! Time out, kid. What the hell is that?
So he came back.
Flick it off!
No, the frog has nothing to do with this. Please don't ask me to do that.
That wasn't a freaking suggestion, amigo! And you still haven't paid the taxes you owe! Are you seriously gonna refuse both of my orders? You've got some brass balls, kid! No one says no to Leaky Eye Luca twice!
This frog is a living creature with a will of his own. He thinks and acts for himself. Let's go our separate ways.
You're really
Flicking him
starting
off
to
is
piss
something
me
I
off.
just can't do.
Just
I hope
shut
you
your damn
understand.
mouth already!
Stop! He's harmless if you leave him alone!
Get ready to die, you insubordinate dick!
Don't say I didn't try to warn you. This little guy here isn't totally loyal to me, as you're about to find out. Just remember, he's only protecting himself, as anyone would protect something as precious as life. Do you get it now? An attack on him is an attack on oneself, and a fatal one. But bear this in mind. I asked you very nicely not to make me repeat myself a third time. Repeating oneself is futile. It's a big waste of time, and a bigger waste of breath. Totally useless.
You want me to get a skin sample from this kid?
That's right. Send it to me as soon as it's secured. The Speedwagon Foundation will examine his genetic makeup.
His DNA? What's so special about him?
Let's just say that his dead father was unique. Hence the analysis. I don't need much to begin. An epidermal sample will suffice. That's the rundown. I'll cover your travel expenses.
What? You're covering them all? Oh, that's sorta eerie. About this kid. Not to sound weird, but he bears a really strong resemblance to you. The address written on this photo should be around here somewhere. They should watch that.
There's no reason for you to be concerned. No one around here would be foolish enough to steal their bag. Not if they wanted to live.
Wow, that's impressive. This area must be pretty safe, huh?
Signore, how about some lunch?
Thanks for the offer, but I'll pass.
Drink with me. I promise you won't regret it. Pay for it.
How about no?
Can I come?
Now all of you just go away and leave me be.
Okay. Domani, Giorno. Ciao now.
It's the guy from before!
Huh?
I finally found you, you lousy crook! That's my money you got!
You! How'd you know I was here?
Where the heck is my passport? And what did you do with my bags?
It really pains me to have to tell you this, but your stuff is gone. I sold it. Sorry, amico. Now you know, so stop chasing me.
You're not getting away again!
What's weighing down my hand? Oh, so earlier, that wasn't the car malfunctioning? This stranger, could he have the same kind of powers as me?
Hang on, what did he just say?
Golden wind! Plant the seed of vitality. Bring forth new life.
There was something there, I'm sure of it. Act 3, go! The target has vanished. Damn that guy! How'd he manage to break free from 3 Freeze's pressure grip so easily?
I'll say it again. I strongly suggest you abandon following me. I despise saying something a second time when once is sufficient. Repetition is the very essence of futility. Some friendly advice for you, stranger. Try not to lead a useless life.
Take him down, Act 3, before he gets away! The force ricocheted back to me when I hit the tree, but why?
I stole all your belongings. Yet you still held back when you attacked me. Your injuries tell me everything I need to know about you. You, amico, have a good soul.
There's no doubt about it. Giorno Giovanna. That kid is a stand user.
Hello?
Jotaro, it's Koichi.
Ah, good to hear from you. Did you make it to Italy?
I found him. The kid you asked me to look into. Haruno Shiobana.
That was record time.
Yeah, well, I hope you're holding on to your hat. I ran into him at the airport. And we kind of had it out. But now we have confirmation. He's a stand user and a strong one. He goes by Giorno Giovanna here. It's just like you said, Mr. Jotaro. Stand users are somehow drawn to each other. Our meeting was completely by chance. He looks like a student, but acts like he's in some sort of gang. He stole my bag and all my money. And then there's his stand ability. Seems like he can reflect attacks right back at the attacker.
I'm sorry about all the trouble. I'll get you a room and some money. Just hang tight.
Thank you, Mr. Jotaro. Oh, and the picture's outdated. He's blonde now. I spoke to some people who know him, and they said he didn't dye his hair. It just changed, and recently, too. This is probably a sensitive subject, but you mentioned his father when I started all this. Mr. Jotaro, are you two related somehow?
His father and I go way back. I'm the one who killed him. His name was Dio Brando.
Did you say Dio? As in the bow and arrow Dio?
The very one. I learned this year that Dio may have fathered a child. I needed to uncover the truth. I had to know whether Giorno Giovanna was Dio's son, and if he was, how much he took after his father.
But didn't Dio's body once belong to a Joestar?
You said he has blonde hair now. Be careful. That may be proof that Dio's blood has only recently awakened his stand power. Something must have triggered it. There's a good chance a powerful stand user has arrived in Naples.
Man, just what we didn't need.
You've been through enough already, so keep your distance from this kid. Got it?
One last thing. Do you think he's a true enemy? More to the point, could he be an ally?
What does your gut say? You're the only one who's met him. How'd he come across?
I can't say for sure, but there was a... How do I put this? He had a certain eloquence about him.
This yours?
It's not.
I see. It's my lucky day. Tell me, if you were to find a bag on this tram, bag that had 1 billion lira inside, would you turn it in?
You're joking, right? It's finders keepers.
At least you're honest. But what if I was really an undercover cop, and I saw the whole thing?
Well, in that case, I'd let you mosey off with half the money to look the other way. Probably.
Now that's the spirit. And you know, I get the sense you really would. The look on your face isn't the expression of a bluffing man. I can clearly see that you're telling the truth. You see, I have a special knack for telling whether someone's being truthful, and I don't often make mistakes. Have you ever noticed how the face often glistens with sweat? That's normally the first tell. But what's important is the sweat's flavor. That's the telltale sign.
Chicho, who exactly are you?
Leaky Eye Luca got his head bashed in with his own shovel and was conveniently found unconscious on the outskirts of the airport. He's critical, and it's looking like he's never going to come to. And I've come here to hunt down the culprit. So let's talk. No one has the slightest idea why Leaky Eye Luca was even at the airport. However, I spoke with a security guard and was told that a young man named Giorno Giovanna was there. If it's not too much trouble, I thought we'd have a quick chat about the matter.
Chat, huh? You a cop or what?
Don't be ridiculous. Luca wasn't some ordinary street punk. He was a mafioso, and several people had reason to off him. He had a special knack for being hated. Problem is, that's not how his boss is electing to see the situation. A member of the Familia has been slain, and what honor he had has been severely compromised. He's ordered me to find the perpetrator and sort out everything surrounding this mess. Make this easy and cooperate. Understand? Did you meet up with Leaky Eye Luca at the airport?
Leaky who? Never heard of him.
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup. Aside from Saxon's commentary, this has all the makings.
You're not perspiring. Right then, that's all I need.
High risk.
You're in the clear. Sorry to bother you, Giorno Giovanna.
I don't know what made him.
My fist clenched.
You're
Got the leg.
What the hell is going on? And why was my fist clenched?
You're looking at Luca's right eye. It's not currently in use, so I thought I'd bring it along. What a surprise. That's the distinct tang of a liar. Right, Giorno Giovanna? I have to apologize. I know I said we were done with questions, but it seems the game has changed a bit. Wouldn't you agree, Giorno? I now know you're a liar, but the question is why? Don't be shy, amico. I'm really very interested in hearing what you have to say. What's with you all? Jealous or something? I'll gladly let you in on this. You can call me Bruno Bucciarati. Time for the truth. We've already progressed from questioning to torture. Well, what do you think? Terrifying trick, isn't it?
Are those?
They're Luca's fingers. My turn to confess. Luca bit the big one, courtesy of our aforementioned boss. He didn't see the use in keeping dead weight around. His fingers made
Not again. What did he do? Damn it. Could he have powers like that Japanese tourist?
Oh, and I'm not just a human lie detector. I've other tricks up my sleeve. As you've just seen for yourself, I can fit almost anything inside your mouth. For example, it'd be child's play to slide that extinguisher between your jaws. Of course, if I did, you'd be joining Luca in the afterlife. Now talk! You know exactly who attacked Luca. Were you paid to keep quiet? Although I suppose it doesn't really matter. You'll still tell me what I want to know.
I guess that answers my question. He definitely has powers.
You will tell me everything, or the torture is going to intensify. Giorno Giovanna!
This guy's deadly. There's no other way. If I want a chance in hell at winning this fight, I'm gonna have to use Golden Wind!
I suppose it's understandable that you have no
Why's a
idea.
zipper embedded in my skin?
Giorno Giovanna, make no mistake. If I wanted, I could very easily roll your head all over this funicular while I force the name of Leaky Eye Luca's attacker out of you.
If this guy gets off another attack, I'll be nothing but a pile of body parts. I've known about my powers for months now, but this is the first time I've ever had to seriously consider using them to attack another human being. So far, I know that a strike from Golden Wind can breathe life into any inanimate object. Whatever I target can be turned into a living organism. But what the hell is gonna happen if I hit an actual person? I'll find out soon enough.
Time to come clean. Giorno Giovanna!
Right, it's now or never. What?
So that's how it is. You're a stand user. You could see my powers this whole time.
What did you just call me?
It's all adding up now. You disgraced Luca!
Golden Wind hit him dead on. A blow that strong should have at least broken a few of his bones. Bastardo. Oh, what did you just do? You son of a bitch! What the hell? I was barely standing a second ago, but now my body's brimming with power. I can feel the energy getting stronger. It's like some kind of life-stirring gasoline pulsing through my veins. Oh. What? It's like it's moving in slow motion. Could his Stan's punch have left me in this heightened state? A Stan that supercharges your enemies. What a foolish power. Invigorate this, Giorno Giovanna! What's this? That's my body. I'm standing behind myself? And the handle's perfectly straight. There's no way. My mind's playing tricks on me, that's it. I only thought I was moving with some kind of extraordinary power. But what if my body really has been separated from my consciousness? Miseria, I have to get out of the way! Damn it! Searing pain is creeping across my jaw! Giorno isn't moving in slow motion. My consciousness is working in hyperdrive!
I see. It seems that using Golden Wind to flood a living person's body with extra life force ultimately leads to delirium, at least of the senses. I still don't know why I've been granted these powers, but I think it would be a waste not to use them.
Holy shit! The hell you guys doing? Hey, I'm gonna call the cops!
Sorry for the commotion. You have my word. This fight won't involve ordinary citizens. There's no need to worry.
So this is the power of Giorno's stand. Still, it seems he doesn't have a clear grasp of what a stand is, which makes his prowess all the more fearsome.
What do you know? These stands of ours have a limited reach, only a few meters from the look of things.
I thought you were some ordinary kid, just an unaffiliated 15-year-old shitheel. But now I know better. You're the one who assaulted Leaky Eye Luca. I want to know why you did it. The boss demands a straight answer.
I'm guessing it was an accident, isn't what you want to hear? And now that you found me, it's my turn to be eliminated? Admit it. You came fully prepared to kill, didn't you? You've got Executioner written all over your face. You boarded the car knowing that you might be ending someone's life. And an Executioner must always stand ready to be executed.
This isn't a bluff. I can feel the bloodlust in the air. This little punk is actually willing to kill me. Despite his calm demeanor, he has a savage side, which makes him dangerous! Zipperman!
That must be this guy's stand.
Looking at it. Beautiful technique. Is it enough to end it? Wow, I thought he was... This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Don't be a fool. You must be aware that my stand is the more powerful one. Luckily, I'm not obligated to return you alive, so I'm good killing you here. That said, I believe I've had my fill of exposing myself to your strange talents. If you'll excuse me, enjoy this reprieve. I'll take you out when you least expect it.
You're kidding me. He can put his zipper on a wall and pass right through it? Katso, things just got a lot worse now that he's outside. If I lose track of this freak show now, it won't matter what I can do with Golden Wind. He'll be able to monitor my every move. Losing sight of him means opening myself up to be killed at any second. I've got to catch him. Worst case scenario is that he tells his associates that I'm the one who did Luca in. There's no time to waste. This game of cat and mouse ends here. My future depends on it. He's gone. But I just saw him. Wait, that zipper. Can he use it to hide in people too? How else could he have disappeared so quickly? That must have been what he did with the fingers and eye. Bucciarati's hiding in someone. He's wearing one of them like a costume. And now he's gonna head deeper into the city. I should probably go grab my broom. Damn it. They're scattering in all directions, and there's not a zipper in sight. Who is it? Who is he hiding in? Huh?
I really can't believe what's gone down so far. This match has been even more physical than he's not going to go quietly.
Jeez, buzz off, you pesky fly!
What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put themselves through. The intensity of this has been incredible.
I used Golden Wind to imbue your broken tooth with life and turned it into a common housefly. The fly was compelled to return to you, rendering your disguise useless. Wonderful. So much for saying I wouldn't involve ordinary citizens. Sorry, didn't mean to be a liar. Then again, you didn't suffer any more pain than what you inflicted on that fly, so it all evens out in the end. Hang in there.
Giorno Giovanna, you've done very well. It's clear that your abilities demand respect. I've no choice. I shall face this fight head on. Fool, you forced me to eliminate you where you stand.
I refuse to let you get away. I'll fight with my life to keep you here.
Oh, please. I wouldn't concern myself with that. I think if I were in your shoes, I'd worry about what would happen after being zipped apart and strewn across the ground. Whichever one of us lands the first blow will end up the victor. Is something wrong? Vieni, vieni, Giorno Giovanna!
Now say goodbye to your senses.
You're thinking, why? I struck him first. I suppose it's only natural that be running through your mind. You lost because it's not my arm. Fortunately, with my stance special ability, I can conjoin objects to virtually any part of my body. So you know, this arm belongs to that goon. I made a quick exchange. Given your Stan's abilities, I'm sure you can understand my wanting to give myself some extra protection. You can never be too careful. Do you see now? That's why your Golden Wind was rendered ineffective.
Down he goes. That'll do it every time.
It's too late now. Just give up already! This is the end for you! Incredible. He actually tore off his own arm to lengthen his range and strike just a moment faster.
Golden Wind, do it!
Damn, not again! He's forced my mind into hyperdrive! Shit, I'm finished! The destructive power of Giorno Giovanna's stand may be negligible, but that just makes things much, much worse. I've done it once, but to endure that pain in slow motion over and over, there's no question, I'll die from the shock! Don't! Stop! Why did you step out of range? I never moved my left side.
Finally accepted your purpose? That's it. Very good. This is the dawn of a new era for us. With my blood in your veins, you'll surpass me. You will live up to the reason I created you.
Here he goes.
What's the matter? Not gonna tell me to get lost. You need to learn to control your left side. It's dangerous to release so much energy like that.
That exploit.
But I'm glad you're finally seeing reason. Now that you've abandoned your childish rebellion, we can get back to what's important. After you graduate, you'll work by my side.
He's looking at it.
Use your left side. I'll show you what it means to be a hero.
Midoriya.
Damn it!
All he said was his location.
You should be watching me! Hey, wait! Where the hell are you going?
Wow. Oh, I think this entire arena has written him off.
Whether that's good or bad.
And that one drops him. Somebody's on a mission
I forgot all about you. Whether that's good or bad, whether it's the right thing to do, I don't know.
Wait, Giorno! Explain yourself! You had me. Why did you stop? Why didn't you kill me?
It's because you have a good soul. You're in the Mafia, but you're decent. Earlier, you went to attack me, but hesitated a bit. That's when I realized I needed to stop my attack. When you looked over at the arm you stole from this kid, the abnormal marks on his skin caught you off guard, which made you freeze up for a moment. You didn't expect to see the arm of an addict, and it shocked you. I wonder how old he is. Just 13. Thing is, an ordinary mafioso wouldn't have been impeded. If you were that type, I'd already be ground into these stones by now. You're different from the other goons. Once I saw that, I didn't see the need in us fighting. Some here will even stoop to selling drugs to kids. Totally unforgivable. Right? I know that's how you feel. But you've got a real big problem, because your boss is the peddler. The truth has you split down the middle. That's why the sight of the arm pains you. You have a chivalrous heart.
What does my heart have to do with anything? Chivalrous or otherwise, I still have to kill you. My mission is to find the person who took down Luca and execute him like the treacherous dog he is. You didn't have the stomach to go through with killing me. But don't expect me to show that detestable weakness.
No. Trust me, you just don't have it in you to take my life.
Come again?
You won't kill me. I'm sure of it.
How do you know?
Because you're going to be joining me on my mission. You see, I'm planning to beat your boss and take back this city for the people.
What?
To rid this city of drug-dealing and child-abusing mafiosi, I have no other choice but to become a mafioso myself.
What are you trying to say? Surely your mission doesn't involve joining our syndicate. It's absurd. Do you have any idea what you're saying? What something like that would entail?
Yeah, it's risky. But to take back the city, I have to join the syndicate that controls it and work my way to the top. Bucciarati, trust me. I'll be a primo mafioso. Giorno Giovanna, citizen of Italy and son of Dio Brando. Women were merely a means to an end for Dio, objects of sustenance. But miraculously, 15 years ago, Dio spared his lover's life. She was to give birth to Giorno, a child of improbable origins. Any who met Giorno's mother would call her a vision of unblemished beauty. Motherhood, however, was a struggle. After Giorno's birth, she and her son lived in Japan, where she left Giorno at home in favor of a nightlife of glamour and bacchanalian revelry.
You're really gonna leave him there by himself? Isn't he like 2?
Oh, he'll be fine. There's no way I'm gonna let some kid take away my freedom, and that's that.
Countless nights, Giorno awoke to a vacant room. The fear and desperation that terrorized his soul must have been immeasurable. The boy knew crying was futile, so all he could do was tremble. When Giorno was 4, his mother married an Italian man. It was the marriage that would make Giorno an Italian citizen.
Pardon me, but,
Now why are you hiding over here? Come on, Haruno. Come with Daddy so we can take the pictures. Mommy's waiting for you, too.
But when his wife was away from the house, or she wasn't paying attention...
You're always trying to skulk around corners and spy on me. You annoying little brat!
Giorno suffered.
What's the matter? Oh, the bread. Take it. You're a depressing little shit, you know that?
Giorno was a constant observer of human expression, thanks to the very man who stood before him. But Giorno had also become an easy mark for the frustrated youth roaming the city.
Whoa, what's with you, Giorno? Why are you tripping over your own feet like some klutz?
Hey, you punks, move your asses and get home.
Fine. Let's beat it. Yeah. Go back to your country, you Japanese freak. He never even fights back. What a weirdo.
The boy soon saw himself as the scum of the earth. He worried it would only be a matter of time before he became another crooked member of the Neapolitan underbelly plaguing his city. But little did Giorno know a single incident was about to forever change his life.
Merda, where'd that bastard go? Grab him before he slips away. He won't get far with those injuries. Could he have hit in someone's house?
Make sure you check the ground. He's got to be bleeding out.
You go straight. We'll check out this way. Ragazzo, you haven't seen an injured guy around here, have you? He's pretty tall and has black hair.
I saw him go that way.
Over there? Well, he won't be moving very fast in his condition. Let's move.
Fear had no grip on the boy. The only thought Giorno had when he saw the helpless man was that he was friendless and alone, just like him.
Come on! Yeah!
Just wait for him to surface.
In a strange turn of luck, a patch of weeds sprung up and obscured the man. Unbeknownst to Giorno, it was a consequence of his golden wind ability. At the time, he had no awareness of the power and activated the ability on pure instinct. 2 months later,
You saved my life back there. I won't forget that.
before long, the beatings Giorno received from his stepfather ceased altogether.
Damn it! Why does he care about this kid?
Sit with us, Giorno.
The bullies no longer pestered him.
I know it's not the best seat in the world, but
The man was a mafioso.
Eccoti!
Oh, wow. 2 scoops. I think you gave me too much.
The cioccolato is my special treat.
Thank you.
Of course, kid. I owe a heck of a lot to that guy.
The man continued to watch over him from a quiet distance. Being an observer of human expression, Giorno could tell he was paying his respects not to a lowly child, but to his fellow man. Giorno learned a basic skill from this silent stranger, one his parents never managed to teach him: the ability to trust.
What was that?
A gunshot? We should just stay out of it. Scusi.
Huh, what is it?
The man acted as if Giorno wasn't even there, determined to keep him far away from the grips of the mafia world.
Hey, don't run off without me.
Hold it! It was you! You killed my father!
Little punk, screw off!
Damn you! Damn you!
Your old man was trash. He knew the rules, but he didn't care. He was a drug peddler. Even women and children bought from him. So I took him out.
What's going on? Why can't I shoot? I want to kill this guy, but the stupid gun won't fire! You called my papa trash. But you're no better than he was!
Giorno would never have thought to describe his silent defender with such a word. In a bizarre twist of fate, it was this lawbreaker, this mafioso, who guided Giorno's soul towards righteousness and virtue. In a city replete with corrupt politicians and unscrupulous police officers, Giorno Giovanna found a reason to live. He had no aspirations to become a top Serie A soccer player. He was to become a primo mafioso.
Primo mafioso.
He was to become a primo mafioso. He was to become a
Gangster.
He was to become a
Gangster star!